Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Waha, Raka, Kodash. Alright. Double honor to our elders and the apostle who teach and rule well. Shalom to the brothers who preach the truth in truth and sincerity.
That's right.
That's right. In our season.
That's right.
And also a big shalom to the Aquaf and the Aquafiam.
That's right.
Who keep it real and who, search the truth every day.
That's right.
And keep it along to the best ability.
The humility.
And rehearse it.
That's right.
Alright? So we're the Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
And we are commissioned to wake our people up. Alright? And those are the Israelites. And according to the Bible, can you read Deuteronomy 4:27? The book of Deuteronomy 4 and 27.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 27.
Yeah.
And it reads, and the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations.
And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you
among the nations.
Among the nations, alright? And as far as I can see in Tottenham, we have the Hebrew Israelites. They're known under the name of so-called blacks, Jamaican, Nigerian, Ghanaian, Trini, St. Vincent, Ivorian, Liberian, West African, Jamaican. Those are the children of Israel. Alright? I want you to now go to, have you finished? Read that again. So our people were scattered. The Bible said that our people were scattered all over the world.
That's right.
Including England.
That's right.
And the Bible said through the prophecy that the prophet were going to be sent, alright? That will be sent to bring the good news to those people. Because those people have lost their mind.
That's right.
When you finish that, I want to read...
Alright, read that again.
Read that.
So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 27. And it reads, and the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations.
And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, right?
And ye shall be left few in number among the heathen.
And you shall be left few in number among the heathen. And also, if you want to see it, the double meaning is, but obviously you got a lot of Jakes, a lot of Hebrew Israelites, right? But it means that you wouldn't have power. Alright, you will be powerless among the heathen. Alright? When you look around in Tottenham, what do you see? Where the power, how do you call it? The power of the pound lies. The power of the pound lies where? You see the butchers and they're all Ishmaelites. Alright? And we don't own anything. That's what it means.
Absolutely.
It means that we will be weak.
Powerless.
Alright? Now let me read that one before I carry on.
Yeah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and 4.
Bring it out.
And if you want to break it down, you can break it down.
Right.
Okay? And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Right, so this is a prophecy coming from the prophet Jeremiah, and what he was prophesying aforetime, he was giving us the information aforetime. What he was prophesying is that in the days to come, or the years to come, we will forget our heritage. We will forget our power.
And that's the reason why, like we said last week, if you deal with a brother that was born here, or a sister that was born here, the first thing when you ask them, what's your nationality? They will say, I'm British, I'm black British.
That's right.
Alright? Why? Because they were discontinued from their heritage, meaning they wouldn't know who they are.
That's right.
Alright? They wouldn't know that as far as nationality goes, they are the true Israelite the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Alright? But it's a prophecy. Alright, and we read as well Ezekiel 37 about the dry bones.
That's right.
Alright? The spiritual depth. I want you to go to Revelation.
Revelation
11. 11 and 8. Read that.
So this is the book of Revelation 8 and 11.
Bring it up. No, 11 and 8.
Okay. This is the book of Revelation 11 and 8. And it reads, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
And the dead bodies shall lie in the street. August, no, carry on.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Of the great city, and carry on.
Which spiritually is called Sodom.
All right, spiritually it's called Sodom. And when you look at North America, you look at America, and you look at Europe, these are the power cities of all those laws that allow a man to go with a man.
That's right.
All right? So these are spiritually called Sodom. All right? And there's another name for that again?
Yeah. And Egypt.
And Egypt.
That's
all
right.
right? Egypt, why? Because a lot of our people, if you look at Liverpool and other places, a lot of our people were going into slavery there.
That's right.
All right? It's
That's
not just
right.
in America.
That's right.
Even in England,
That's
there
right.
was slavery. Even in Brixton, there was passing the slaves around.
That's right.
All right? So this is considered as well as spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. Now, when he said, and the body shall lie in the street, it speaks as well of the fact that they're spiritually dead.
That's
so
right.
our people are spiritually dead. Our people don't know who they are. All right? They may go to church, they may go to the mosque, they may be different philosophies. They may say, okay, brother, into Egyptology, but actually, this is not who they are. Their true identity is being an Israelite.
That's right.
All right? Yeah, you can see that.
No, there's more there. Verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half.
All right, so the 3 days and a half talks about the 350 years where we were told lies. We were told that we are African. Shalom, my brother. Shalom, now you're an Hebrew Israelite?
Huh?
Do you know that you're an Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, I've been told that.
That's
all right, so what did they tell you?
Now I got told by my brother that obviously that I'm an Israelite.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
so what do you, okay, now that you know that you're an Hebrew Israelite, go to
I read the Bible, yeah.
that's fine, I just want to edify you.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Or 12 and 10. Thank you. I want to edify you. It's a very blessing. It's a blessing to know that you're a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah.
It is a blessing. Where are you from, my brother?
Nigeria.
Right.
What house is that?
Huh?
What house is that? The house of Judah?
Yes. Well, what is evil?
No, Yoruba.
Yoruba
Yeah.
is a mixture between the northern tribe and Judah.
What northern tribe? Nasa?
The children of Joseph.
Joseph?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
What, Joseph was Jacob, Israel's favorite son, isn't it?
He was. Yeah.
I actually know all of this stuff. It's amazing how you know the
Yeah, because
origin.
through history, see the Bible.
Yeah.
Give me Deuteronomy 29. Quickly before we get into it.
Yeah.
It's like that. 20, before we go into that, I will show you why we know all of this stuff. Because it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
You see? We have the God, we have the power.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the reason why we went into slavery and we went into colonization.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Nigeria was colonized.
Look at the guns. I'm not telling us with the guns.
No, they were colonized because of prophecy.
Okay.
All right, it's prophecy that was manifested, and we're gonna read that if we got time. Read that 29 and 29.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord Yahweh.
The secret things belong unto the Lord Yahweh. The name of our God is Yahweh.
Not Yahweh.
It's not Yahweh, because when you look at the
Why HWH?
Right. Now, our language system did not have vowels.
Okay.
Right. So vowels is a European construct because their vocal cords is not strong. So you know how we talk loud and we go
Yeah.
They can't talk like that. Right. So what it is, they came up with vowels to soften the words. But we talk powerfully, right? So within our language system, all our consonants, they have a sound. So that would be Y, Ya, H, Ha, W, Wa, and the last H is kind of silent. So you end up with Yahweh.
Yahweh.
That's right.
Because if you look at, go to, no, stay there, because I'm at your place. Let me go
Where you
to,
not from? Local?
I'm from, we local, he from North, I'm from South, I'm local.
Okay.
Yeah?
What country you from?
I'm from Ivory Coast.
Okay.
You from Trinidad?
I'm from Trinidad.
Let me show you something quickly,
Caribbean.
yeah?
Yeah, but we have a lot of Yoruba says.
One in Trinidad.
Alright, so if you, look, come have a look, look. See, Psalm 83 and verse 18, right? See that term Jehovah?
Yeah.
That's what the brother was explaining. So they change it. That's a European way, it's German way of saying Yahweh. So they took off, they put the vowel, yeah? And they put a J. The J is only 400 or 500 years.
Yeah, it's about 500 or 600 years.
Yeah, it's all right. So it used to be, so it would be Yahweh. All right. So read Deuteronomy 29.
What's it called? What was I say? What's that? Was that the King James?
That's the King James.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read it over again. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 29.
Yeah.
The secret things belong unto the Lord Yahweh.
The secret thing belongs unto the Lord Yahweh. So when he asks us, how do you know all of that? It's the Most High who guides us. Spiritual, because you have to understand that there's books. There are records about how people, about our culture, about everything. All right? If you look at the map of Nigeria, way before, I don't know, the 80s or the 70s, you had the 15th.
So
you
hundreds or like 1970s, 80s?
No, I'm talking about before the colonization. The map. Sorry, not the map. The flag. You had the
Yeah, I saw it.
The stars.
You had the stars.
The star of Jacob.
With the idol. No, what's the idol?
No. Well, the Star of David.
No.
The Star of David is not even a star.
Exactly.
It's not.
But the star is round. The star is not like the way they show us.
Hold on. I'll show you.
It's actually the name of the one.
Are you talking about this one?
No, that was another one. Where it clearly showed that, because you have to understand, right? The term Nigeria, where does it come from?
Nigeria.
Go to that. Yeah, and go to Acts 13. I'll show you something. I'll show you a mystery. The term Nigeria comes from Niger.
Yeah.
All right, it comes from Niger. You understand what I'm saying?
I reached the word Negro.
Negro land.
Yeah,
because when you look at the map before our time, like maybe 17th century or 18th century, right where Nigeria is, West Africa, it was called Negro land. All right, listen to this, Acts 13.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1, and it reads, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that were called Niger.
See?
Listen, is that the Bible?
Simeon, show him. Acts 13, man. So these were black people.
Acts 13, yeah?
Yeah. These were Negroes. Huh?
Acts
13 and 1.
Come on, man. That's what we
want. Yeah.
King James, you know. If it's not King James anymore, you use plate.
Is it?
Yeah, because King James don't have the... Yeah, so...
Okay.
Right, so... That's where it comes from, right? When you hear the term Negro, Negro is another term for
Black in Spanish.
the Hebrew Israelite.
Okay.
Because in Africa, for example, you got two people. You got the Hamite, you got the Shemite. The Hamite are the Somalian, all right? The Nubian. Well, in East Africa, because our people were scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
You will find our people everywhere. Well, predominantly you will see that in East Africa, as far as like the Nubians, the Somalian, the Eritrean, the Ethiopian, all right, the Sudanese and people like that.
But Uganda
right?
and Tanzania.
Well, Uganda and Tanzania, you got a lot of Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in Uganda. I know for them.
Uganda, Zimbabwe is full of, Tanzania is full of Hebrew Israelites. So I wouldn't put them in the same. I would say, yes, there is a mixture. Yeah, but you will see that a lot of these people are Hebrew Israelites.
You can tell by the culture. Right?
So now, now that you know that you're Hebrew, it's a good thing to know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. Go now to
And then elaborate on that. Do further
right, so now, there's a thing that the Most High requires of us as Hebrew Israelites. Knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite is a good thing. Alright? Knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite is a good thing. But you need to act on it. It's like if you got an information, if you don't act on the information, you might as well not have the information.
For now, to not do it, to not know at all. What are the requirements you're talking about?
But the Bible says in 1 Peter 4:17 that may your oracle be of Yahweh, meaning like you can't say anything based on yourself, your own knowledge of God. Okay, go to 10 and 12. 10 and 12. That's right. Alright, so read the book of Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Yeah.
And now, Israel, Yasha'Allah, what doth the Lord Yahweh, thy God, power, require of thee?
What doth the Lord Yahweh, thy God, require of thee?
But to fear the Lord Yahweh, thy power.
But to fear the Lord Yahweh, thy power. Now, how do you fear the Lord? I'm about to ask you a question. If I ask you now, how do you fear the Lord? What will the answer be?
Good question. Study the Lord's commandment.
Can I answer something? How do you show your parents that you how? What are the things you do that illustrates to your parents that you're a good son and that you listen to them? What are the things? That's right.
Obedience.
That's it.
See?
That's it.
Read it again.
Right. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, I'm going to read it verbatim for you. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, meaning you have to keep the commandments. When people say in churches, or you ask anyone that say, well, I go to church, I have a relationship with God, I fear God. How do you fear God? Love is an action. I can't tell you that I love you and all I do is backstab you. That's not love. I see you, hey brother, how you doing? You good? And then next thing you know, I backstab you. But I say to people, I love my brother, man. But then when you turn your back, I backstab you. That's what we did to Yahweh, to the God of Israel. We say that we love him in our mouth in word, but our heart was far from him. See.
So let me read it again because it explains everything. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. And this is it now. Verse 13. To keep the commandments of the Lord Yahweh and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Statutes? Is that statutes or statutes?
Statutes, like, look, you got like, in this country, you got the constitution, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so you got the laws, you got the statutes, you got the commandments. Alright? So what it is, like, it's a different set of laws.
That's right.
Alright? Different group of laws. You got the dietary law. Do you know about the dietary law?
Dietary law. Nutrition, eating.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know what to eat and what not to eat as a Hebrew Israelite?
Oh yeah, talking about that, then it's different.
Leviticus 11. We will show you. We will teach you.
Okay.
We will teach you.
Probably got sent by the Lord, man.
Yes, that's the death. Hey, the Bible says in Proverbs 20. Let me read that for you quickly, yeah?
Was that Leviticus chapter 10, yeah?
Yeah.
No, 11.
No, 11, sorry. Let me read that for you before I start reading, yeah? Okay. So you can understand the magnitude of what's taking place, the depth of what's taking place.
So we have to do certain things, or
Yeah.
you talking like that back?
Hold on. Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's going are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So man's meaning like your life, everything, the event of your life, everything that happened in your life was ordained or is ordained by God, by Yahweh. Everything. So you coming right there and seeing us preaching and having been informed about being Israelite, you coming in here, that's the Most High, because He loves you. He want to give you a chance, because you see, we're not here because we want to talk, you know. We're here because every time a kingdom shall fall, before a kingdom fall, the prophet always will be in the street, warning the people.
Before a kingdom falls.
Before a kingdom falls. You see, this kingdom is falling. But we're going to talk that if the Most High allow it, which you allow. I want you to read now, start at 7. Okay, so that's the dietary law, and we're going to talk about the dietary.
Yeah.
You know, like the nutrition eating. There's thing that we, as Hebrew Israel, you can't just eat anything.
Yeah.
All right? There's a law.
So this is the book.
Don't touch it.
Have some food for me.
Don't touch it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Though he divide the hoof, so when you look at the swine, the pork, you go pork, you go like divide it.
Oh,
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed.
Be cloven footed, you know, that hard thing, you know, that what's lambs have and
Yet he cheweth not.
Yet he cheweth not the cud. You see, the lambs, all they eat is the what? The leaves and grass.
Lamb.
The lamb, the sheep and the goats. All they do
eat them. Cow.
Yeah, we come.
He is unclean to you. Verse
He is
8.
unclean to you, yeah.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
The skin of the lamb.
No, we're talking about the swine.
To my swine, pork, pig, yeah?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
And that meaning like
Their bones.
The dead body,
a dead body, you're not supposed to like, you know,
touch them. They are unclean to you. Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
these shall you eat. Now,
Seafood.
this now, you see like, now we're going, so now you know, without a doubt, you know, that you can't eat pork.
You can't even touch it.
I don't eat pork anyway.
I know, but the reason why you got pork all over the place because they know who we are, and they want to put us down so we don't rise. Because we're not like them. They can eat anything, but we can't eat everything because we're the temple of the Most High. We're peculiar people. As long as we start eating, we don't stop eating these things. We'll always be in the ghetto. We'll always be, you know, at the bottom of things. Because we are a peculiar people. We're not just anybody. We are God's children, man. And because God is the judge, He set a laws that we have to follow. All right, we have to follow. If we don't follow it, we'll carry on in slavery. We'll carry on in gangs, in black on black crime. Women being harlots.
It's hard though, isn't it? It's hard.
Yeah, but through the spirit, I will give you a little secret. I know when you say, I feel you, my brother. I will give you a secret. But the Most High is merciful.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm still on verse 9. Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
These shall you eat of all that are in the water. You can't just eat anything that's in the water. When you go to Tesco, they have prawns. When you go over there, they got all sort of madness. We're not supposed to eat that. All right?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Fins, you know, like when you see fish, they have that fins, right? catfish have fins, but there's something that it doesn't
Do
have.
you want to put the thing that they breathe with?
Hold on.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Scales. You know when you go when you get sea bass,
Yeah.
you have to take off the
Yeah.
The scale.
the scale, yeah?
Yeah.
These fish are pure, are clean, you can eat them.
Yeah.
When you take like catfish is not clean because it doesn't have scale. You
Yeah.
can't eat this type of food. Because me from West Africa, when I used to go like in the waters, I would see them at the bottom.
they look like little
And I
sharks.
always wonder why. But
Yeah,
because
they're
they are the
bottom feeders.
clean, they're bottom feeders, they're clean. There are cleans in the waters, man.
What fish you talking about?
The catfish.
The catfish.
Oh,
Even the crabs.
Not eat catfish or yeah?
You can't eat catfish, I say, but
Let me read
read
it.
it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 9. These shall ye eat.
These shall ye eat of all
that are in the water.
that are in the waters. Yeah. So it's Moses is telling you
That you can't
this what you can't eat.
Yeah.
What you can eat, not cannot.
C-A-N.
What you can and cannot eat. Right?
Yeah.
whatsoever have fins and scales.
So in the water, the only fish that you can eat are those who have fins and scales. You know scales.
Yeah,
So those you can eat. I'll give you an example. Sea bass,
What about like
tilapia,
Okay.
snapper.
What about salmon?
Salmon has
Yeah.
so you can eat.
But those you don't can't eat. Those
Those
are
who don't
bugs.
like
Yeah.
catfish, you can't eat catfish.
They don't have scales, do they?
They don't have scales.
Those the fish that don't have scales
You can't eat.
can't eat.
The ones that do have scales,
Can't.
you can.
It's for a reason though.
Exactly.
You know why? Because those who don't have scales are unclean.
Bottom feeder.
They're bottom feeders. Crabs, you can't eat crabs.
It's a bottom
But
feeder.
Because it doesn't have fins
I don't
on
really
it.
like the taste of anything.
You can't eat prawns.
Can't eat prawns,
You
no?
can't eat shrimps.
That's a sea cockroach, man.
Is it? What's
Yeah.
that? They eat?
You know cockroaches. You know cockroaches.
Oh, cockroaches.
That's a sea cockroach.
Oh, serious?
Damn right.
What about lobster? I like
You
lobster.
can't eat lobsters, man.
No?
Lobsters have fin and scales. No. So you can't eat
It's a
it.
shell, isn't it? It's a shell.
It's a shell, it's not scale. It is a shell.
You want to see it? Look. Scales. It's not saying shell, but S-C-A-L-E-S.
Yeah, I see it.
Right. Not shell.
All right? So there's a law. There's law, man. We're not just anybody, right?
So if you have to follow these commandments,
I will show you something.
living in the world and everyone's doing what they're doing.
Yeah, because it's hard, but the most if you put a spirit on you, yeah, the most if you
Yeah.
let me read something.
It'll keep me on track, innit?
Jeremiah
Cover the path.
1:5. Let me read some scriptures. You understand, yeah? The book of Jeremiah 1 and 5.
Get out.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Meaning before your mom was pregnant,
Yeah.
the most I knew you already.
Yeah.
All right? And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. All right? And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So what it means is that the fact that you want to know about being an Hebrew Israelite, it was ordained before your birth.
I thought you were talking to Jeremiah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading Jeremiah.
I
Right?
thought that was like, it was to Jeremiah, but not us. Like,
No. You see, the Bible is double. It's double. He's a prophet, but he speaks to every Israelite who were ordained to do these things.
Okay.
It's like me, I never knew that I would come here and talk to Tony. I used to come here, run around, go to work through there. I never knew that I was standing here talking. So the Most High put the Spirit on me. So God said the Most High might put the Spirit on you to keep. In fact, He will put the Spirit on you, but you will want to keep the law. You will want to separate.
Love and obedience.
Yes, read that one.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God Yahweh, according to election, might stand.
That's right. So according to election, so you are predestined. So when you say it's hard to do this, I get what you're saying. But the Most High will put a spirit on you to do what we do. So we try to keep the law. We're not perfect, but we keep the law. So let's get back to the law now. So the first set of law was the dietary law, and we told you could not eat pork. Why can't you eat pork?
Because it's unclean.
That's right.
We cannot eat prawns, lobsters, you know,
shellfish. Any shellfish
crabs.
you should not eat.
That's right.
Any shellfish you should not
That's
eat.
right.
You shouldn't eat pork.
That's right.
When Jesus went to cast out the demons, and said, don't just cast us out, put us into the swine.
No, that's not I get what you're saying, but that's that's a point.
Why would
That's a
you want
point.
to consume?
That's a point.
But then again, pig is also like human flesh. So why would you want to consume flesh?
But no, from the scientific point, right? They don't have the gland. They don't have
They don't have sweat.
They don't have sweat glands.
So what it is, their skin contains a lot of toxins.
Yes.
And then on top of that, because they're basically cleaners, so they can basically eat anything.
Yeah.
Anything. So they don't have sweat glands, so they have pus glands that allows the pus exactly to run out. So the skin is actually very poisonous.
I stopped eating it years ago.
That's
All right. So now, yes.
What about red meat?
Well, I'm gonna show you something. You can't eat that with it. You can't eat it with it because in the blood is finding the soul, the life force of the animal. So you can't eat the blood. So when you cook it, you have to cook it till you know how that's what you do. Well, blood is
Well, you can't have like burgers that are like medium rare or not.
no, nothing rare.
No, but it's medium rare, it's not good.
Yeah, no, you can't consume blood.
Let me read something for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Brother, what's your name?
Melbourne.
Let me read that for you, yeah? The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14. And I will start at 2, right? No, at 1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God, right?
That's right.
Ye shall not cut yourselves, not make any boldness between your eyes for the dead. You know how people get rid of that part?
People like,
You can't get rid of it, yeah?
well, I can't shave your
You
eye.
can't shave your eye. You can't shave your eye. You can't do that. For thou art unholy people unto the Lord thy God.
That's right.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself,
That's right.
above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Or what's that?
Deuteronomy 14. Start at the first chapter, the first verse. But I'm making a point, but I have to stop at the beginning. So I'm building, yeah? Building my point. Because she asked if we can eat red meat, so I want to. Yeah, 14, start at 1, from 1 to 4, yeah?
Okay.
Now, that's the point now. Verse 3, thou shalt not eat any abominable thing, meaning like you can't just eat like we say, abominable thing like.
Can I read that? Let me read it.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not eat any abominable.
Abominable, can't.
Abominable.
Yeah, abominable thing, meaning like we just say it.
Yeah.
By the, you know. Now, the sister asked, what can you eat, right? Verse 4, these are the beasts which ye shall eat. The ox, all right?
There you go.
Oxtail,
There you go.
the sheep, all right, and the goats.
And the goat.
What cow?
You can eat chicken, but cow is the ox.
Cow is the ox.
Ox, right?
No, just them three that you said. That's the only thing you can eat.
Yeah, but cow is what?
Cow, the cow is a female.
The female of ox is the male.
So when you say ox, you just basically say
It's the family, like beef, you know, beef.
So what? Sheep?
Yeah, you can eat sheep, you can eat goats, ox, you can eat chicken.
They didn't say chicken in there, did they?
Yeah, but you can eat chicken.
Yeah, you can eat chicken.
Because you know why? You know why I know that? You know I can tell you know why I know that?
Why?
When the children of Israel, when they were in the wilderness,
They had manna in it.
what came with the manna? Quail?
Well, yeah.
Quail is a version of a
Quail is
chicken.
the cousin of chicken.
It is.
What's called like? What's that? I don't know.
Quail is the smaller chicken.
It's like a tiny.
If you go to certain shops, you will see it. Quail, smaller chicken. So it's the cousin of chicken. You can eat chicken.
What about duck?
You can't eat duck.
No.
Actually,
Where
but,
feet?
So how's that the Chinese version?
2022.
Yeah, don't get Chinese. He got angry because he couldn't eat duck.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
No, duck. No, duck, no?
No, no, no.
I think it's,
What we got to say? Pork eat duck?
no, you can't eat duck. You can't eat duck. I'll
It's
find
not the
it.
same family as quail though.
No.
No.
Duck is the same family as
Duck is
Swan.
yeah.
Swan.
Duck is
swan.
it's got webbed feet too.
It's the same thing. And when you read, I think in Leviticus, it tells you you can't eat
Yeah,
swan.
exactly.
All right. So now that we dealt with that, right? That's one part of it. Now, the next part is go to Leviticus 21, verse 5, and then you jump to Leviticus 19, 27.
Right. So this is a book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their
You
head.
see me? I'm getting bald, right?
Yeah.
But when I cut my hair, I make sure it's slow, but I don't make bald. I don't shave it completely.
Yeah.
That's against our custom.
No shave.
There's no race.
That's right.
But when you shave it, that's what our brother's saying here. Yeah? When you shave it down low like this.
See mine?
But don't put
That's
a
right.
razor on your head. Because you're not allowed to do that.
That's right.
Because your hair is your wisdom and your strength and your power.
All right. So
What about the clippers?
you can make it look. You can make it low.
Okay.
But don't make boldness of it. That's what I say. Like you say, don't shave it. Now go to 19 and 27.
This is the
You
book of-
keeping the law though. You keeping the law
Yeah, yeah.
in that sense. You keeping the law.
So this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
You shall not round the corner of your head.
No
right?
shape up.
No, like I say, like the shape up is not biblical. But now some people that are in the truth do shape up.
shape up.
But means I don't even have hair. But as far as my beard,
Yeah.
I don't shape up. I don't line up.
No.
Because because those are the least of the commandments. See, it's the law of the Most High is not grievous. There's certain things that you make
But
keep.
that's what it means.
Grievous means small part.
That's the
You're in the
spirit.
spirit. Yeah, read it.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
Yeah.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy bed.
Same thing. Mar means destroy. To mar.
To alter.
To alter. So you're not supposed to do a line up. Like you don't do no line up.
Exactly.
So if you go to work, for example, and they tell you it's too much, we can go to a barber, tell him to take it down, trim it, but don't line it up.
Don't line it up.
You can-
What about the head?
It's the same thing like I say, you don't line it up, but you can make it low as long as it's not skin. You know how they say when you go say make a skin.
I always have a shape up though about that.
What do you mean shape up like?
Like you know when they just like they shape
Yeah,
up.
but obviously you didn't know. Now you know. Now
Yeah.
it's up to you now to make that move. Sometimes it's hard, but when you get used to something and then you make up your mind, you know what? It's basically what it is. Do you want to please the Most High?
Yeah.